Okay, hey ladies, we just want to thank you for joining us today in our bathrooms to get ready. Well, I'm in my office, but to get ready for the day. So I already did my makeup, my eye makeup, except for liner and lashes and brows. And Ashley has done. What have you done so far, Ashley?
I've pretty much just done primer and eyeliner because I can't do it without my glasses. So,
and I've got concealer on. And,
okay.
But other than that, and I did do a little bit of lips because Ashley's going to do lips, though I normally do that very, very last because I foundation my lip line. But I don't know why I did it ahead of time. Yes, because I'm seeing you. So, yep. All right, well, let's get started. We're both going to use different foundations, so I'll let Ashley go.
Okay, so I've tried all our foundations. I just tend to prefer the mineral powder foundation, the way it feels on my face. So I'm going to use this one. Get my foundation brush. I'm going to assume that I prefer this one because I like quick and easy, and all this takes is just like 30 seconds, which all the other ones are quick and easy too. I just typically, I like the feel of the powder too. But like pretty much like this. That's about all it takes for that.
You have a visitor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, y'all may hear Cooper. I think he just woke up.
That's all right. That's why we do this business, right? So we can work around our family time. I love your shirt, by the way. Ashley made that. Very cute. Hey, Ashley, I've got a question for you. On your screen, do we pop back and forth, or am I tiny in a little square?
You're big on my screen. I'm tiny in a little square. But I know on the last video we ended up popping back and forth.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to have to look in the mirror because I can't see myself on that tiny little screen in the phone. So, but what I'm using is our Luminous 3D foundation. I love this foundation. It's humidity proof. It's transfer proof. It fights aging with helping to protect the skin throughout the day. One thing that I want to say about foundations, ladies, is that it is the last step in skincare. People always think that it's cosmetic, but it actually protects the skin. And so think about it as just wearing gloves when you're out and about. And, you know, if you were out and about and you had on a layer of gloves, the gloves would stop all the dirt and everything from getting into your hands, just like when you wear them when you're gardening or something. That's what foundation does. So when you wear it throughout the day, it protects your skin. It helps to put a barrier there so that all that dirt and everything isn't getting into the pores. So it really is the last step, the final step in skincare. So I'm using the Luminous. You can tell it's luminous because it has a pink stripe. Otherwise, we have a matte foundation and it would have a purple stripe. I just apply it right to my blending foundation brush. And I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to look over here in my mirror and I'm going to apply it. I always start when you're using and you can use the back of your hand too if you wanted to, if you have a different brush or just like that. You always apply it where your pores are largest in the center of your face and then work out.
Can you hear his music? If you can, I can go turn that down.
No, just barely. Okay. And it doesn't bother me anyway. And one thing I love about the blending brush, we have a lot of foundation tools. We have sponges, but they absorb more foundation. But if you like a sponge, you can dampen it and then you can, but you do need to wash it. But you can apply your foundation with that and help to blend. Always blend down just a little bit on the jawline and then I go up my forehead. Now, if I were in my bathroom, some days it's just like smack it on and put some translucent powder over it and to finish it and be done. So, but anyway, blending around my eyes, blending on my chin. So that's it. And I will say that, you know, sometimes matching the foundation is the hardest. And with our 3D, we have cool, we have warm, and we have neutral. So we can literally match any skin tones from the lightest light to the deepest deep. We can get you covered. All right. So now our foundations are on.
Yeah. And one cool thing about this party and foundations, you know, it's hard just like over video to match people. But today I've already posted this really cool online tool that Mary Kay has that you can, they have pictures and you can actually compare them to your jawline and answer some questions. And it very nearly always matches you to your right color. I know every time I've taken it, it's matched me correctly, and the people that I've sent it to who already know their foundation color, it's matched them correctly. So it's very helpful tool for this virtual type partying.
Can I just say something really quickly? I just virtually matched somebody with that little quiz with that tool, and I got a text from her last night, and she said, "Wow, you did amazing! I can't believe you matched my foundation. I've gone to stores and they don't match my foundation as much as your tool did, or your quiz did." I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay. So we've got foundation on. What do you normally do next? Do you go for eyes or cheeks next?
I actually do my eyes before my foundation so I can clean up down here, but let's do eyes next. So you do your powder, I'll do the liner.
Okay. Since I'm wearing some lovely pink today, I'm going to be using some of my pink colors. I've got rose gold that I really love. It's got this really nice color to it. And then I think this is Precious Pink. That might be an old color, but there's probably something similar to it now. So I'm going to use that. This is our Pro palette, you guys. It's our biggest palette that we have, and it holds pretty much anything you want in it. It's amazing, and I love it. We also have two other size palettes. This is the Perfect palette, right?
Yes.
Yes, and it's got a mirror, and it can hold several things in there. And I love the design on the outside. And then I don't have the Petite palette yet. I've got one coming to me, but it, what am I doing? I'm doing my eyes. It's nice and small and can hold 4 eyeshadows. So everything we have is customizable, and I love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put rose gold all over my lid. Move it up. I love this color.
I do too.
I'm not super into like rose gold jewelry, but for a makeup color, it's just a really good color. Okay. And these Chroma Fusion eyeshadows, they've got some great pigmentation to them. So just a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to use half your thing of makeup just to get some color on your face. Let's see. I know I picked really light colors that are probably hard to see on the screen. I'm just gonna put some of this Precious Pink right in the middle just to give it a little pop of color right there. But it's really simple, easy to use. You can definitely do a lot of playing with our colors and fun colors. I like to use like the blue and the black and the silver and do some smoky eyes with those when I'm feeling fun. Do you want me to go ahead and do my mascara, or would you like to do your eyeliner first?
You could do mascara. Go ahead and finish.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to finish off my eyes with the Ultimate Mascara. It's a good just all around mascara. We do have several other mascaras. Lash Love is a good one that I use as well. I have really long lashes just naturally, so I don't tend to go for the lengthening ones just because I'm naturally long, but they work beautifully for people who like to have a little extra length to their lashes. And I just do my top lashes because I have smaller shaped eyes. I've lost my tube. There it is. I don't like to put any eyeliner or mascara on my bottom lashes because I feel like anything dark underneath makes my eyes look smaller, and I don't want to do that. I like my eyes to look larger and fuller, so I just do my my top lashes for lining and mascara.
Okay, they look good. So I'm going to do the liner next, but I do want to share our brush set. And so our brush set comes with this really cool carry case, and so that you can keep them all in there, all nice and safe, and stop them from fraying out just by laying on your counter or getting dirty. So they come with the 3 eye brushes, and so a crease brush, an accent brush, and a all over eye brush. And then it comes with the cheek color brush that I'm going to be talking about, and the large powder brush. And so they're really great brushes. They were designed by a makeup artist for us, Luis Costco, and he's pretty amazing. If you don't follow him, I would encourage you to follow him to get some great tips. And he uses Mary Kay as he goes all around the world. And then we also have a brush cleaner, because we all know that brushes need cleaned. And sometimes when we're like, why won't my eye makeup go on right? Or, why is that color not good? Maybe it's because you didn't clean your brushes. So please keep your brushes clean, and it stops from infection from getting into your eyes anyway. It's important to clean it. But this brush cleaner is $10. It's literally just a spray. You swipe it on your brushes every day, wipe them off on like a paper towel, and then just set them to the side, and they're good. Every few days to once a week, you need to clean your brushes. And you can use, there's no need to waste your money on a deep cleaning brush kit, because sometimes those eat your bristles. You can use like Dawn dish soap is a really great way to clean your brushes, or you could use one of your cleanser. If it's the Naturally cleanser or the 3D cleanser, whatever it is, you just put it on your hand, wipe it, and then rinse them, and then lay them flat to dry. Don't have them up like this. The water will seep down into the into the brush, and it will it will loosen the glue, and you'll lose that brush. We also have an eyeliner brush with a spoolie on one end and an eyeliner on the other. And I'm going to be using that spoolie in a minute for my brows. And we have a crease brush as well, and then a liquid color brush or a concealer brush too, that I think is a must if you're going to use the liquid eyeshadows, or if you use a concealer just to blend it. And so when I conceal, I put it on my nose and the corners of my eyes and pat it down. I also put it on my eyelids, so because I have a lot of red tints in my eyelids, and it cleans up that eye. It's like giving your eyes a clean canvas to then paint and get true colors. All right, so with that said, I'm going to use our liquid eyeliner pen. I just dropped the lid, and it has a very fine tip, and it goes on like a liquid eyeliner, which I was always like, oh, I don't think you can use a liquid eyeliner, and especially with my the age of my eye skin. And so, but I found that I can. It's super easy. Now I am attempting to do this in this tiny little square on my phone. So because I'm really teeny in the corner, and so please bear with me. But if you're some people can just close their eye and just put it on, and other people, I am going to pull this eye makeup mirror right up here actually, and then if you're like me, what you want to do, can you see me if I do this, is I just gently pull up on my eyelid right there, and or you can pull out, and so, or you can do both. But what you want to do is follow right on your lash line, and you're making small little swipes with it. You're not going thick. Now, if you have beautiful young eyes like Ashley, you can go thicker, and you can even cat eye it, and it goes well. But eyeliner was originally made just so that it would make your lashes look thicker, and so it does. If you see it, you can see my lashes better on this eye than on this eye. So it kind of frames your eye. Now I have what's called puppy dog eyes, which means they tear down at the ends, and so I'm not going to go all the way to the end with my liner, because I am going to go underneath with a little bit of color. And so on this one, I'm still doing the same thing. If you notice, I'm not going straight on my lash line with my pen. I'm holding it off a little bit to the side so that I have more control of it and it doesn't come out a bumpy line. And then, so that's it. Now I can choose to go back on and make this a little bit thicker if I want to. And notice I'm always using my dominant hand. I'm using my right hand. I'm just crossing over. A lot of people will try to put it on with their opposite hand, and that's always a mess, girls, always a mess. So that's all I'm doing for my top liner today. And I have a pretty basic color on anyway. I just used the Pink Starlight liquid and blended it, and then put a Cinnabar on the outside, and was done. And I'm gonna pick up this lid really fast so my liner doesn't dry out. Hold on. Actually, talk for a second so I don't disappear.
Okay. So for mascara, I didn't do it today, but one thing that I really like to use, and the lash primer is great, especially if you feel like your mascara comes off throughout the day. This just prepares your lashes for the mascara, and it helps separate your lashes and keep everything on there really nice. I neglected to use that before I put mine on, but I usually use it.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you. So I am going to use our liner brush for my under eyes. And so I'm just going to take that Cinnabar color that I had used on my as my accent color. And I'm literally just going to kind of follow along the bottom lash line, just in the outside corner. And then I blend it. So I have and I don't go all the way to the corner, again, because that closes in your eyes. And so I forgot my little blending brush, but I'm just going to take my finger right now. So that's not the perfect way, but it works. So again, I'm starting on the outside, following my lash line, making small swipes, and then I always take it just a little up, and I am done with that. But immediately when I finish my liner, I take my blending brush, the little bit of residue that is left on it, and I swipe in an upward, outward motion, because that will bring anything that has fallen down, it'll point it up and give you a little bit of a lift. So All right, so that's my liner. I'll do my lashes later. And but the next thing that I did want to talk about was brows. Ladies, brows are so important. And you know, sometimes we just tend to forget them. We don't leave them. And oh goodness, I haven't had enough coffee. I dropped it, but there, I picked it up. Not leaving. So so this is our Precision Brow Pencil, and it comes in several different shades, from light blonde to black. And so you can see it's got a tiny little tip, which is going to really help you get natural looking brows. And we also have a brow tint that you can sweep on. It looks like a little bitty mascara wand, and you can sweep those on your brows. I'm not going to use that today. I'm just going to focus on the brow pencil. Now, when you do your brows, it's important to know where to start. And so if you go up the side of your nostril and the side of your eye, that's where your brows should start. If you go the same place on your nose, side of your nose to the corner of your eye, bring that up, that's where your brows should end. So, and then if you want the exact, like, where is it that your brow should arch, it is from the center of your nostril over your pupil. That is where your brows should arch. So those are those 3 points that you kind of want to pay attention to get brows that wow, you know. And so what I do is I have one brow that kind of hangs a little bit lower than the other. And so if you need tips, we can help you on that. So you're going to see me really focus on the upside of this brow and the underside of this brow. Brows weren't made to be twins. They're not made to be exactly precise. They're just made to frame your face. And so I'm going to start here on this brow, and I go upward in little bitty strokes. Now, I always do make that, I'm going to bring this in. I make that kind of straight line right here under my brow, just to get that frame. And then you go to where they need the most focus. So this one needs focus above. It's more sparse above my brow line. And then I'm going to follow that down in little swipes. And that is, you just kind of want to follow your natural brow line. There is no reason to make them look artificially like they don't fit your face. You want them to fit your face. And then I'm going to take my little spoolie and just brush over them in an upward, outward motion. And the brow tint will keep them in place as well if you want that. Or you could use, if you don't like brow tint but you want that look, you can use our lash primer. It works to keep your brows in place also. And then again, on this one, I'm going to go up. Now this brow is a little bit more, needs a little bit more work here at the beginning than this one does. This brow is more fuller in the inside of the brow than this one. And so I'm going to work on it a little bit. Again, it's in small strokes. I'm going to go underneath to draw that kind of more line there before I use small strokes. And then follow that on down. And then use my spoolie. And that's it. I have brows that frame my face. And as we get older, our brows do get more, less hair. They get dense. We start to shorten our brows, and we start to lose hair. One tip that I learned from a makeup artist, Robert Jones, a long time ago when I went to training with him, is ladies, when you're over 45, 50 years old and your brows start to shorten, make sure and lengthen them. And then also make sure that your eye color is going the whole way of where your brows should be. A lot of people will, as their brows start to shorten, will stop their color. And it actually ages you and makes your eyes look more close set. So continue your eye color to fit your eye and bring out your brows. All right. I think we're done with eyes.
Yes. And If you are starting to, you know, thin out in either your lashes or your brow area, we do have our lash and brow serum. I got this early last year because I didn't realize it, but I had a thyroid issue and I was losing hair everywhere. And so I got this because my normally long, beautiful lashes were thinning out and getting shorter. And so I got this, and I mean, y'all can tell my lashes are back to long and beautiful. And I was using it on my brows too because my eyebrows were thinning out. And it's an amazing serum for if you're wanting to get fuller, longer lashes and brow hairs. So we have cheeks and lips. Which one would you want me to go ahead and do lips since you just talked for a while?
Sure, do lips.
Okay. Normally I would save lips for last, but we can do lips now. I am personally going to put on this new blush velvet color because I have decided that I love it. This one is a semi-matte lipstick. We also have lip glosses. This is, I think, yeah, this is, I'm going to say this wrong because it's French and I always say it wrong and I get corrected and then I forget how to say it right. Cafe au lait.
Cafe au lait.
Cafe au lait. You know, my southern self tries to pronounce all the letters because here we, you know, everything French is what it looks like, not how it's supposed to be said. We also have the the True Dimensions lipsticks, which are always fun to take out of the tube because you just click that top thing. It's really fun. But so we've got, you know, gels, glosses, and True Dimensions, which is a good just hydrating lipstick. But I'm going to do this. We do have lip liners. I'm going to just lightly put on some of our medium nude lip liner. I've got pretty big lips with some already tint to it. So this just helps it stay on. Because I'm a lip chewer. So anything that helps my lipstick stay on, I will go for it. Okay, so that is the medium nude. I don't have it on perfect because I'm not using it as an actual lip color. I'm just using it to give myself like a foundation. And then I am going to put blush velvet on top of it.
You have great lips, Ashley. Great lips.
Thank you. Growing up, I was always like, Angelina Jolie has the same lips as me. So putting that medium nude lip liner kind of gives us a more brown undertone. But so I do that. Like I said, this is the blush velvet. I really love this color. Rosewood is my other go-to. And then what I usually do, I'll probably do it at the end of it, but to set my lipstick, because again, I am a lip chewer and I touch everything on my face, I just put some translucent powder on top of it just to kind of to set it and help it stay.
Okay, they look beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm glad you mentioned the translucent powder because I failed to bring it. And you do, I always set my foundation with a little bit of translucent powder or the finishing spray. I'm going to go ahead with cheeks. And so I have my Pro palette because I have all my cheek colors and my highlighters and my contours in here. Now, I will say that, and people are like, seriously, you have a lot of cheek colors. Well, I actually use them. I use all of these the most. And then I do use a few of these. There's a couple that I don't use. This contour is really not for me. I thought when I opened it that I could make it work sometimes. I really can't. And then this orange color, I can't think of the name of it right this second, I don't use. But all the rest I do use, but the top roll I use the most. So what I'm going to teach you is how to contour, how to put on your cheeks, and how to highlight in 3 easy steps with one brush. And so this is our cheek color brush. It is slanted, and so it has a dimple right here, and that's done on purpose so that when you're contouring, you put your thumb right there. I will say that when you're putting on your eye color, any brush really, the closer you hold the brush, the more control you get. So if you're putting on like a crease, you hold it close. If you're blending, you hold it out and you blend. And so that's the same with cheek colors. When we contour, we definitely want control. So you put your thumb in the dimple and you're going to apply the contour right on the end, right here. And so I'm using our contour and latte right now. So I'm just going to put that on there. And so then I am going to go from this little lobe inside our ear here. That's where your jawline and your cheek bone actually meet, those two bones. So that is, you want to contour to make your face a little bit more slender, a little bit more, to make your cheekbones stand out, not necessarily slender, but just to bring out the center of your face. And so anything that is contoured needs to be matte and not a shimmer. And anything that is contoured, you're going to optically take away. And so I'm going to come right here and I'm going to go out in a line. You do not go too close to your nose and you do not go down your face. So it's just straight out. See that? So when I'm looking straight up and not down, it's out. And so I'm going to do that with the other cheek right now. And what I've done is I've formed a line that now my cheekbone stands on top of. And then I'm going to take the cheek color, the flat part of my brush, and I'm going to put on my color. And so I'm just, let's go for, we'll go for, oh, I can't think of the, shoot. It's a really popular cheek color, but I'll get the name and I'll put it in the comments. It just left me, but I'm going to just apply that starting right at the apple of my cheek right there. So kind of about 2 fingers width from my nose, if you're concerned about where that starts, right there. And I'm going to follow it along top of my contour line and then just kind of sweep up.
Is it Shy Blush or something else?
That's it. Yay!
Okay.
Shy Blush. Thank you, Ashley. So
No
now
problem.
I'm going to do that with the other one. And what I've done with both of those is I've kind of blended the color. So I'm not going to the bottom of the contour. I'm kind of sitting on top of the contour and above it. And so now I'm going to take my highlighter, and I use our lightest highlighter color, and I'm going to put it on the tip of the brush right here on the outside. So if you can see that. And then, so I'm going to turn my brush over and I'm going to follow right on top of my cheek color, not down to my contour, because anything you highlight is going to optically stand out, and you don't want to highlight on top of your contour, or you just undid what you're trying to do. And then you can actually take a little bit of that highlighter, put it over your brow, and it will give you a lift, and you can even go down your nose a little bit. But just on the tip in a straight line, make sure it's straight, because again, highlighters stand out. You don't want a crooked nose. And you could even highlight the the Cupid's bow if we hadn't done our lips yet, but lightly. And so then what I'm going to do is just take my big fluffy powder brush and I'm just going to blend it. Now I have two fluffy powder brushes because I have one that I use for like my translucent powder, one for blending, one and and I can use it also for bronzing before I clean it. But just spritz it with the cleaner, wipe it off, and you can use it immediately. That cleaner dries right away. And I do want to show you, the other day I showed you how to use a bronzer as a cheek color really, really quick. You didn't want to do these 3 steps, but I'm going to use our Gilded Glow and our lightest one, and just kind of, since I don't have my translucent powder, I'm just going to touch kind of where the sun would hit and call it a day. So we have finished. Do you have any other tips, Ashley?
Well, you did your bronzer. I'm going to do my translucent powder kind of the same way, just to set everything definitely on my lips, because I like the matte texture a lot. So it's really funny. I'm really dry, but I really like the matte texture. So I tend to use the matte foundations and all of that. So I don't know. I might just be weird, but so that finishes me up. Translucent powder all over the face and lips, and then we are ready to head out.
Great. And I will say there are tips on how to keep your lipstick on longer using translucent powder and just lipstick and liner. And it's a certain layering effect that you do. And if you would like to have a virtual appointment just on lips or just on eyes or just on contouring, your consultant can do that with you. Isn't it fun that we can get together and just virtually be together, the 2 of us, and go back and forth? And so we can do any of these tutorials with you, or you and a couple friends using Zoom or Messenger video, whatever you want. But know that parties are open, facials are open. We would love to get together with you and give you specific tips for your face and things that you want help with. So that's all I have for today. I did want to say that tomorrow, for anybody that comments today on this, you're going to, like if you want to book a facial, if you want any product, if you want anything, or if you just say, wow, thanks for that tip, I didn't know it, you're going to go into a drawing, because tomorrow I'm going to be giving away a brush set to somebody just from today's video. You have to comment only on today's video. If you book an appointment with your consultant, you get into the drawing 3 times. If you book a party where you add a couple people, you're going to get into the drawing 10 times. And then if you want something, or if you want to purchase something today from your consultant and put it on your list, you get into the drawing 3 times. And then just for commenting, we just appreciate you, and we want to put you in the drawing too for one time. So that will be done tomorrow, and today is Friday. Today's the last day, but we'll be announcing the winner tomorrow morning, because I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to watch this. So thank you, Ashley, for helping me again with a tutorial and this party.
No problem.
All right. Thanks so much. Go play with that little boy. I love that you have a baby, and that, well, he's not a baby anymore.
3.
Wow.
I know.
But that you're able to work your business alongside being a mom and entrepreneur, making shirts and other things, and then working a business as well. Thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you later, guys. Have a great Friday, and welcome to our last day of our party.